Hello, my name is Morgan Atchison, and this is for NU712 Clinical Prevention and Population Health, Module 5 assignment for Dr. Keith. The title of our project is Promoting a Healthier Youth, a project to fight adolescent obesity. All right, the future of our society's health lies in the hands of its youth. Thus, the target population for this assignment is adolescents and teens. This project is based on the Healthy People 2020 topic, adolescent health. The primary objective of this proposal is to educate the audience on the health disparities currently faced by today's adolescents and how the advanced practice registered nurse can play a vital part in addressing one of these important issues. This project will be done in the pursuit of changing and reducing some of the current health problems being experienced by today's adults by attempting to decrease adolescent obesity through a program known as DOPE, or D-O-P-E. All right, our objectives. After this presentation, the audience will be able to understand why the population of interest was chosen, identify what health disparities are currently plaguing our youth, identify and define the acronym DOPE, discuss the 3 levels of prevention, be able to identify what leadership competencies will be implemented by the advanced practice registered nurse in order to make the DOPE project a success, and lastly, understand why the DOPE project was chosen, how it will be successful, and how to measure its success. So, what do we know about the adolescent populations? According to the CDC, a person's adolescence period consists of critical years that will affect both current and future health. Adolescents and young adults make up 22% of the U.S. population, and the behavior patterns established during these developmental periods help determine young people's current health status and their risk for developing chronic diseases during adulthood. That's what we want to offset for this project. We want to do this project in order to offset the risk for developing chronic diseases during adulthood. All right, another screen on why this population was chosen is during the adolescent period in life, individuals are sensitive to influences by their social environments. The leading causes of illnesses and death in this population are largely preventable. Bad habits are a lot of the times initiated during this adolescent phase of life. And adolescents who have good communication and who are bonded with a caring adult are less likely to engage in risky behaviors. So we want that. We want to have a bonded with a caring adult, so they'll be less likely to engage in risky behaviors. I love this quote: "Good habits formed at youth make all the difference." And that is a very true quote. I love that quote. That's why I included it. All right, here's some of the health disparities faced by adolescents and teens. There's a list of them. The one we will be focused on is the one we have highlighted: nutrition and weight conditions. All right, what do we know about adolescent obesity? 32% of our youth are now overweight or obese. Factors that may contribute to this is inactive lifestyle, genes, poor eating habits, TV, computer, phone, and other screen times, and poor sleeping habits. Overweight and obesity are risk factors for many health problems such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, joint problems, and gallstones, among other conditions. That's what we want to offset. We want to offset obesity so we can decrease the risk for type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and joint problems. All right, so what about obesity in Alabama? The current percentage of adolescents in Alabama ages 10 to 17 that are overweight or obese is 35.5%, so over 1/3. Alabama is currently ranked number 6 for adolescent obesity in the nation, and currently Alabama has the 3rd highest adult obesity rate in the nation. So that's a reason that this topic was chosen. So what's the plan? The advanced practice registered nurse will promote a healthier society by attempting to decrease obesity in adolescents with a community-based outreach program. This program will be called Decreasing Obesity by Promoting Encouragement, or DOPE. This program will utilize community-integrated approach. For this project, the advanced practice registered nurse will partner with and collaborate with local healthcare providers, school officials, community representatives, adolescents, and their parents. So that's our plan. Let's discuss the first 3 levels of prevention as defined by our textbook is primary, secondary, and tertiary. For this project, we will focus on the primary prevention. And by our text, refers to the process of altering susceptibility, reducing exposure to susceptible individuals, and includes general health promotion and specific measures designed to prevent diseases prior to a person getting the disease. So we got to do a research review now. We've got 8 studies we're going to review real quick. We'll kind of scan through these. The first one is the relationship of young adults' health and their sports participation. And this found that if our young adults are active in sports, then they are generally healthier people. Our second review is what do adolescents want in order to become more active? That review showed that introducing adolescents to new activities is important because once adolescents have tried a particular physical activity, they're more likely to want to do it. So letting them do activities they want to do is what they want in order to become more active. Third review, the vocational education setting for health promotion, a survey of students' health risk behaviors and preferences for health. And this study showed that young adults are overwhelmingly open to health promotion programs, so we're going to use that in developing our DOPE project, is that they are open-minded for health promotion programs. Next and fourth review is process evaluation of community-based intervention program, healthy youth, healthy communities, and adolescent obesity prevention project in Fiji. And this found that nutrition is key to promoting a healthy youth, and so we're going to integrate that into our project DOPE. Fifth review, promoting healthy lifestyles in high school adolescents, a randomized controlled trial. This review was awesome. It was a teacher-delivered COPE, or creating opportunities for personal empowerment. That was the method employed. At 6 months, COPE teens had significantly lower BMIs, and this study also, by lowering the BMI and doing the COPE method, it increased grade performance. It was an awesome study. So what else do we know? What other factors can aid in our success? This was a no-brainer here. Proactive parents are assets to health and well-being of teens. So this study showed that proactive parents generally have healthier teens. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to involve our parents in order to make our teens more healthier. All right, so what else do we know? How can we stay connected to this generation? Social platforms are just going crazy nowadays. And this study showed that social networking sites such as Facebook can be extremely beneficial when promoting a healthier society. So we're going to use that. We're going to use social networking platforms in order to promote a healthier society. All right, in our eighth review, our final review is participation is key. How do primary health care and social services enable young people's participation? Young people's participation in health service can be strengthened by creating a positive atmosphere. That is a key right there. That's one of the things we're going to integrate, a positive atmosphere, providing possibilities to be heard and ensuring that support corresponds with individual needs. And our text says that programs are successful only if they have participation of the target population. So that's our goal, is to have participation of our adolescents. All right, what two leadership competencies will be implemented by the APRN in order to obtain this goal? The two are communication and relationships. As always, good public relations are a vital part to the success of any project. Good marketing techniques and effective communication fundamentals that encourage healthy lifestyle choices are an absolute must. The advanced practice registered nurse must maintain an open-minded approach when collaborating with others. Active listening skills will be employed in the pursuit of gaining a better understanding of the community's needs, thus achieving acceptance from the community. And for relationship-wise, the advanced practice registered nurse must be able to relate to the physical, mental, and psychosocial needs of this age group. The advanced practice registered nurse should be informative, understanding, and non-biased in order to gain the trust of the community. And we want to build strong, long-lasting relationships through the community by applying effective communication skills, that will be necessary in order to accomplish our overall goal for this project. So we're going to have strong communication skills, and we're going to build strong, long-lasting relationships. That's going to be the two competencies to our keys to success. All right, now let's put our thoughts into action. How are we going to accomplish our goal? First, the advanced practice registered nurse will reach out to our local healthcare providers, school officials, and community representatives. This can be done door to door or by phone calls. After we gain the support of these key people, we will hold a meeting. At the meeting, the research review for this project will be presented, which we've already seen. Participants at this meeting will then be asked to brainstorm ideas that focus around the success of this project. And finally, this collaboration of ideas will be used to initiate Project DOPE. All right, how are we going to do it? We're first going to partner with our local schools. We're going to have an announcement at our local schools to inform the student body of our project and how we want to do things, and kind of promote it there. Participation for this project will be on a voluntary basis. Students that volunteer will have their weight and body mass index, or BMI, individually recorded. This is the key aspect. After they volunteer, we're going to weigh them, do their BMI, and this should be done in private as to avoid any potential embarrassment. That's one thing we do not want to do. After that, we're going to encourage the students to be active at least 60 minutes a day by doing an activity in which they prefer. We're going to give examples of that. One example of this is the Play 60 incorporated by the NFL that has been a huge success. All right, we're going to moving on. We're going to encourage volunteers to develop healthy eating habits. We'll give examples of what to eat, what not to eat, or what to avoid, or what not to avoid, or what to limit. We're also going to provide examples of healthy alternatives. We're going to encourage the students to continue to eat. We're going to discourage unsafe habits such as fasting or bulimia because we want to keep our students healthy. If possible, we want to partner with the school dietary manager so the healthy alternatives are readily available at meal and snack times. And lastly, we're going to send letters home to the parents to explain to them the program, the goal of the program, the achievable benefits of the program, and encourage them to be involved. Moving on, partnering with our local schools, students do not have to be overweight or obese to be a volunteer in the program. Everyone is welcome. And last but not least, we're going to provide a positive atmosphere. We're always going to be upbeat while discussing the program. We're going to frown on negativity. We're going to never be discouraged. We're going to praise the students for their hard work, encourage the students to continue being active, and we're going to be readily available for their questions. And this project will work. We're going to maintain that mindset. All right, so now we're going to move on how we're going to do it. Partnering with local healthcare providers, community. The advanced practice registered nurse will partner with local healthcare providers by providing free community health screenings. We're also going to provide free physicals to athletes of local schools. This is going to be done in order to promote a more active youth. So if you're a school athlete and you need a school physical, we're going to provide a free one for you. We're going to ask the IT department of some of these healthcare providers to create a Facebook page for DOPE. We're also going to ask them if they have any ideas about creating a free healthcare app that can be downloaded to any mobile device. I think that would be a huge success if we've done that. And also, last but not least, with all the rave, we're going to start a Fitbit challenge to encourage activity. These have been hugely successful in the past. We're going to ask local retailers for sponsorship. We're going to hang flyers throughout the community. We're going to give out prizes for the most active individuals, the most improved individuals, and we're going to give examples of safe places to do physical activities such as the community park and the community paved nature trail. All right, so how do we know if it works? How are we going to know if DOPE works? So the DOPE measures of success is with partnering with local schools, we're going to weigh the student volunteers and recalculate the BMIs on a quarterly basis. If the weights and BMIs decrease and the participants continue in the program, then the DOPE project is going to be considered a success. We're partnering with the local healthcare providers in the community. With this, participation from the community is going to deem the success of the DOPE project. If we have participation from the community, it will be a success. That's how we're going to measure its success. So in conclusion, U.S. adolescent populations have many health disparities, one being weight condition, increased activity, better nutritional choices, and a positive atmosphere can alter this condition. The advanced practice registered nurse-led decreasing obesity by promoting encouragement or DOPE community outreach project is designed to decrease the incidence of obesity in our youth. While instituting this primary prevention method, the advanced practice registered nurse will need to utilize effective communication skills and build strong relationships with the community. And the ultimate goal of this project is to reduce the obesity rate in our youth, thus by default rendering an overall healthy society. And our last slide here, I love this quote as well. Another quote, it says, "When you can do the common things of life in an uncommon way, you will command the attention of the world," by George Washington Carver. And oh man, this is a great quote. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do the common things in life in an uncommon way so we can command the attention of the world. We're going to think outside the box for this project. So thank you for viewing. Here's our reference slides. And I hope you enjoy this project, and I hope it's going to be a huge success. Thank you.